So gross. Delusional Duchess tries and fails to flirt her way into a new role. Hello friends, welcome back to Royal the King News YouTube channel. Choosing Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, to star in any Hollywood film would be a lot like heading to the nearest dump if you need a new mattress. If you notice yourself waking up with back pain and you think, I need a new mattress, you're not going to choose the most crusty, disgusting, worn out one that you can find. Similarly, when a director or a producer needs somebody to star in their new Hollywood film, they're not going to go to the most disgusting, worn out piece of trash actress they can find. But Meghan Markle, as always completely lacking in self-awareness, seems to believe that she's really got a shot. According to the National Enquirer, Meghan really believes that she can flirt her way into a role in Kevin Costner's Western epic. In this week's issue of the National Enquirer, we see the headline, Kevin on Meghan's casting couch, tries to seduce Hollywood hunk and land movie role of her dreams. In the past, we have spoken about how delusional Meghan is, but I think this is a whole new level even for her. And that is why I find the whole subject just so dang hilarious. I know I've already talked about this news before, but this National Enquirer article had me rolling in the floor laughing. I just had to share it with you guys. It really focuses on the whole Meghan seducing Kevin aspect of the story, which personally I find so entertaining. The first paragraph of the National Enquirer article says, cunning social climber Duchess Meghan has hitched her wagon to Hollywood's hottest star Kevin Costner to score a $20 million breakthrough role in his new multi-part Western epic Horizon, an American saga, and doesn't care if she humiliates her royal hubby Harry along the way, insiders claim. Well, of course she doesn't care if she humiliates Harry. When has she ever cared if she humiliates Harry? In fact, I'm pretty sure that's the point of some of the things she does. I think she enjoys humiliating Harry. She believes that elevates her in some way. And when it comes to stuff like this, Meghan trying to get a job, trying to get her hustle on, she doesn't consider Harry in the least. Let's remember, Meghan is focused on relaunching her career right now. She can't think about Harry and what he's doing or how he's feeling. The National Enquirer reports, sources say shameless Meghan 42 cranked up the sex appeal as she openly flirted with the newly single Yellowstone cowboy 68 at an A-list party, and then slipped off with the hunk for a private powwow. The event they're referring to is, of course, Kevin Costner's 1805 Live event, where Meghan and Harry stormed the stage and Meghan tried and failed to steal the microphone from the host, and then she made Harry give Kevin Costner that award, even though I'm pretty sure somebody else was supposed to. So this is the event that they're talking about. And it really just proves how out of touch Meghan is. After her performance at that event, Kevin Costner has probably told his security people to not allow her onto the property. But she's so delusional, she really believes he's gonna give her the part in this epic. I also really appreciated this paragraph. Meghan and her 39-year-old husband made a surprise appearance September 22nd at a star-studded charity fundraiser to support California first responders, hosted at Kevin's lavish home in Santa Barbara. Spy witnesses say she got bizarrely up close and personal with the Yellowstone cowboy, right in front of her henpecked prince. Bravo, National Enquirer, for including that surprise appearance. Yeah, they gatecrashed the event. They weren't even invited. That's what they mean by surprise appearance. I also 100% believe that Meghan got weirdly up close and personal with Kevin Costner. That's what she does with everybody. Well, Meghan has already shown us that she has no respect for other people's boundaries. Just think about the way that she forced William and Catherine to hug her the first time they ever met her. She really cannot read other people's body language. It's part of being a narcissist, I guess. According to an insider, Meghan beamed at Kevin throughout the event. When her husband presented Costner with a tribute, she clapped wildly for the Hollywood hunk. And she huddled up with him later on the side and lavished praise on him. She seemed absolutely smitten and ignored Harry's obvious discomfort. It seems she doesn't care how much she embarrasses Harry. She really is just so cringy. Can you imagine how uncomfortable Kevin Costner was during that whole scene? I'm sure he was trying to run away from her too, but she wouldn't let him. You see that a lot with Meghan. She forces people to talk to her, they get trapped in this conversation with her, and they try to escape, but she won't let them. And meanwhile, Harry's just looking on like a fool. Well, Harry, maybe you should stand up to her sometimes. Maybe she wouldn't treat you like that if you acted like a man. Or it could be that the rumors are true and Meghan and Harry have been separated for a while now, so he doesn't really care who she flirts with. He probably just wants her to find somebody so she'll leave him alone. According to this article, Meghan is just sure this is the break that she needs. Quote, if Meghan manages to snare the role she wants, insiders say the gig will ensure her Hollywood comeback and make up for the string of disappointing career results she's had recently, including her failed podcast series with Harry. Sometimes I just can't even believe the stuff I'm reading. How out of touch can she be? She couldn't even manage a podcast series, and she thinks that she's going to be able to star in this multi-part Western epic. It's 4 movies, and she thinks that she's going to be able to commit to that? I mean, why? Why does she believe that all of a sudden she's going to develop the work ethic necessary to complete that project? I mean, if she thought a single podcast series was tough, I think she's going to be in for a pretty big surprise with a 4-movie epic. But an industry insider claims it's the kind of part that could cement her status as a serious actress. Meghan desperately wants a role in Horizon because it's scheduled to shoot another 2 parts after this production wraps. It seems to me that Meghan is still a little confused about how the real world operates. Meghan, just because you want something, even if you want it desperately, does not mean that you're going to get it. I want $1 million desperately, but when I check my bank account later, I'm pretty sure I am not going to see that many zeros in it. Honestly, with her lack of talent, her lack of marketable skills, and her lack of work ethic, Meghan should just be incredibly grateful that she is where she is today. But she's always trying to punch above her weight, and that's part of the reason she is so problematic. Let's put things into perspective a little bit. So in this film, let's look at who Kevin Costner has chosen to star. So he's going to star in it. And then, according to the National Enquirer, a cast of A-listers, including Sienna Miller, Luke Wilson, Sam Worthington, Ella Hunt, and Will Patton will also feature in the films. I mean, does Meghan believe that she is in the same league as these people? Does she really believe that her experience on Suits, a cable TV dramedy, is enough to put her on the same level as somebody like Sienna Miller? Personally, I'm not sure that some experience on Suits is going to be enough for Meghan to hack it, but anyway, apparently she is convinced. And sources claim that Kevin Costner is coming around to the idea. Of course, the sources are probably Meghan herself and Scooby-Doo, but whatever, small detail. An insider says he wants this to be his biggest success ever and has all his chips in on it. He knows how much attention she'll draw and is banking on her bringing more eyeballs to the project, just as she did with Suits. I love the photos accompanying this article too. I mean, Meghan looks like an absolute lunatic with that grin on her face. Why does she do that? Does she not notice how completely off her rocker she looks when she walks around like that? Apparently not, or maybe, again, she just doesn't care. And then Harry looks disheveled as always, looks like he certainly doesn't want to be there, but he's got no choice because, well, Meghan's got to hustle, so she's going to drag him along whenever she needs to. Well, folks, I guess any day now we're going to hear the news that Meghan has finally landed that role and she's going to go down in the history books as being the best actress ever. And then after she wins an Oscar for Best Actress Ever, we're going to vote her Queen of America because she's just such an amazing person and we can finally see that. And after she does such an amazing job as Queen of America, she's going to become Queen of the world. That'll show Catherine who the real queen is. Or maybe not. And you, what do you think about Meghan Markle flirting with Kevin Costner? Please let me know your opinion below in the comments section. And don't be afraid to click the subscribe button to get more updates in the future. Thank you so much for tuning in, have a lovely weekend, and we'll be back to see you all tomorrow.